morning and welcome to Friday morning Qigong with Stella and myself. Stella's already meditating, so yes, let's get into it. Okay, bit of a shake to start as usual. Just really focusing on loosening up spine, joints, shaking things off. And just taking a moment while we're shaking to set an intention for yourself for this session, to ask for what it is that you need to connect with a deeper sense of health and vitality. Just do that in your mind, silently. While we're here, just asking for protection, for guidance, and yeah, just to be deeply present as possible. It always feels good. Great. Just keep shaking. It's come from a very grounded stance. So feeling feet, sending down some tree roots, right down into the earth, into the soil. And while we're doing that, let's connect with all the elements. So we've gone down into the soil. We've already kind of sparked a relationship with wood by just mentioning trees and roots. Maybe we can connect into the mycelium, connect into this incredible pathway between trees, and let's just give some awareness and some attention to the minerals and the crystals and the rocks, the metal element, and as always, the water element. It's incredible life-supporting element. And right down into very center of the earth, connecting with fire. It's all there, it's all beneath our feet, always. This beautiful solid foundation, connection to the elements, set an intention. What a great place to start. Let's give some attention to the ankle joints. Warming them up, shaking anything off. Let's do the same with the knee joints. Beautiful space inside the joint capsule, chi-filled, fluid space. Let's come up to hip joints. Deeply into the core of the body, and the hips kind of right inside here and not out here. Deep, deep connection into the body. Feeling into the sacrum at the back, just giving that nice little shake. Making sure that the shoulders aren't being held as we sort of focus in on these lower parts of the body. Give the lumbar spine a bit of a shake. Thoracic spine with all of the ribs, breastbone, that whole rib cage, collarbones, shoulder blades, the hands, the wrists, bit of a shake. Right up into the elbows, arm joints. And the arms relax as we come up into the neck. Bring up into the face and the jaw. Crown of the head. Make sure we take in the back of the head and the sides as well. Let's connect in with the chi body, so dropping awareness right into the very core of the brain, upper dantian. Middle dantian. And then lower dantian. Right, let's just gently bring that to a stop. Take a moment just to feel that goodness. Always feels amazing when the shaking stops and we've got this beautiful flow and tingling happening through the body. Everything feels awake, alive. Just enjoy that for a moment. Hands are tingling. Oh, feels good. Feels like vitality, feels like life and health. Connection into the energy body. Great, and we're going to take the hands and we're just going to do this combing kind of motion, letting the fingers spread, and this gentle movement from side to side. And we're going to bring our awareness down into the ankle joints. And imagine that we're just sweeping through the ankle joints. Let's encourage the water element to come up and meet us. Imagine that we're standing ankle deep in this beautiful, perfect temperature, whatever your system needs. It might be cooling, it could be warming. It's mineral-filled, rich, light-filled, conscious water coming up from the earth, from our mother, into our awareness, into our space, and we're just encouraging that water to come through the ankle joints. It might feel nice just to widen the stance a little bit. And it's moving with the qualities of water. So it's flowing, smooth, easy. Yeah, just feeling into water, knowing that it is cleansing, clearing, just bringing more health and vitality into the ankle joints, clearing out any stagnant chi, any held experience, any heavy, dark energy, anything that just doesn't belong there, anything that's not of us, it can just go and be dissolved into the water. And see that water as being light filled. Kind of sparkly and almost sort of this glowing plasma, soothing the ankles. And we're going to bring that up into the knee, both knees. Bring it through the knees. Beautiful flow. And that wants to make my hands move quite differently. Just wants to bring it through. Bring it through. Soothing the joints, the ligaments, the tendons. The kneecaps coming up, and it wants a bit of attention, so just very gently soothing everything that makes up the knees. The water is just lapping. Oh, maybe it feels better just to slow it all down. That feels better. And just become aware of the breath and slowing the breath down. Moving with the water, moving like the water. And let's bring that same awareness and the same intention up into the hip joints. Moving through the hip joints, bringing this water that's now up at hip level, through hip joints, into the space, around the space. And maybe it feels just like the hands want to move a little bit differently to bring the water into the hips. Getting it just into that sort of spontaneous, creative movement, just allowing the intelligence and the chi to inform the movement, coming out of any kind of rigid ideas about how things are meant to be, and just stepping into that beautiful space of unknown, letting the hands move, letting the body move in any way that's going to support this soothing, clearing, cleansing. And really connecting with the flow of water. And feel free to have a visual of the water once again, this light-filled, conscious, healing, almost like a holy water, moving through the hips. So we're focusing specifically on joints at the moment, but if there are other tissues in this area that feel that you feel are calling to you, that might need some assistance, feel free to include that in your awareness as well. Just encouraging this beautiful flow. It's so soothing, so nurturing, so much compassion flowing. I'm going to gently bring the water up through all of the tissues, through the spine. Bringing it up, bringing it up. Getting your hands move and your body move in any way that helps with the sense of flow, healing. And let's just hang out with the shoulder joints for a little bit. So whatever way that feels good for you, bringing the water into the shoulder joints. Flowing. Oh, it almost feels like the arms are like seaweed in the sea. Bring this soothing, bringing vitality. Get a visual on the water again. Seeing the glow and the health in the water. Letting your arms just move in any way that feels supportive of our intention to bring health and healing into the shoulders. Completely letting go of any idea of how things are meant to be. Letting the intelligence, the water and the body and the greater intelligence of the universe move us. Letting the breath be long and slow and deep and full. Great, let's come up into the neck. Just moving through the neck in any way that feels good. The water's all the way up to the neck. A visual on the water. It's filling the space that we're in, beyond the space. It's moving through the neck anyway. It helps to bring soothing and health and vitality. Then bringing that water up into the face, into the brain, into the jaw, into the mouth, eyes, back of the head, third eye, washing, clearing, cleansing all through the brain, washing away any tension in the face, any stress, any worry. Let's let the hands come to a rest for a moment. Let's come into our standing Wuchi posture, setting ourselves up in a strong foundation, spreading the feet, sending down some roots, softening the knees, tucking the sacrum in a little bit, long spine, tucking the chin, reaching up through the crown, sinking down into the earth, relaxing the hands, connecting with breath. Whole body awareness. Let's become aware and inhabit the ankle joints, both joints, feeling them from the inside out. Let's do the same with the knee joints, keeping them soft, keeping a solid connection down to earth. Do the same thing with the hip joints, feeling right down into the depth of the torso, feeling them from the inside out. Let's inhabit our shoulder joints, upper arm joints. Let's drop into the three big spaces. So the abdominal space, chest space, and the cranial space. Connecting to these spaces from a place beyond anatomy, beyond physiology. Just feeling the space. And then opening up your awareness to the space that you occupy. Just for a moment, seeing if you can hold this balanced awareness between the internal and the external. And then allowing the water to flow through. So as if there is no boundary between the internal and the external, and the water just comes into your awareness as one continuous stream, or it's a still lake, Just allowing your body to become the water and the water to become your body. The tension, all the holding just melts away as the internal and the external dissolve into this water. That water flows through and around and in and out. It's clearing anything held, anything brewing, any start of any kind of pathology. Washing it clear. It's just dissolving into this light-filled water. For the last minute, just inviting the water to flow, maybe in a direction that isn't the one you've considered or connected with before. Often, I imagine that the water sort of flows up and down. Let's just invite it to maybe flow in from in front of us or behind us or to the sides, or all of those places, all at the same time. Just inviting this water to flow in and out. Different currents carrying everything in, carrying everything out. Still a watery place. We're going to bend forward and do a big water scoop. And we're going to bring it up whole length of the legs into the torso, up across the arms, up, bring it through the neck and face, down the sides and the back of the body, all the way down, backs of the legs, to the heels, around to the front of the feet, up again. With an intention to really cleanse and clear our Wei Qi, our protective layer of Qi, Just dispelling anything that might have snuck in there. So supporting our immune system, this first line of defense. Washing, clearing, cleansing. Let the breath be long and slow and full and deep. And we're not going to bend down, we're just going to use our intention and our awareness to float the hands down the back of the legs to the front, bringing the water up again. Let's do that one more time. Go. Bringing the hands in front of the pelvis. Let's form a relationship with a water bowl. So let's decide that it's an earthenware bowl, so it's from the earth, the soil, clay, and filling the bowl with beautiful, soothing, healing, light-filled water. Going to see a piece of driftwood in the bowl. See some beautiful pebbles in the bottom of the bowl. Then we're going to allow the driftwood to spark with a flame. Holding all of the elements in this beautiful bowl. As we hold it in front of the lower dantian, hold the intention at the same time of balancing the energies, balancing the yin, the yang, the elements throughout the entire system. Balancing the masculine, the feminine, the light, the dark, giving, receiving, action, non-doing. Balancing all of these energies, all of the elements. Bringing the bowl internally into the central channel. So the pelvic bowl becomes a resting place for the bowl. Allowing these deep channels of chi to balance. Through this connection with this elemental offering. Slowly bringing the bowl up through the torso, up into the chest. Holding it at upper dantian, making sure that good foundation in the lower part of the body. Watching ankles and knees and hips as we stand. Inviting this balancing of the elemental forces, the yin and yang, middle dantian. Balancing the system, bringing vitality and calmness. The sense of being energized, but from a very calm, still place. Let's bring the bowl up. So it sits on the cranial base. Just rests there as it balances elements, balances the yin and yang. seems that the endocrine system is speaking and saying it needs balancing. I just want to mention the endocrine system, all of the hormones and glands. Letting the crown be soft and open. Very gently, just letting the bowl move down the body. Letting it rest all the way down on the ground, just letting it settle on the ground between your feet. Come into whole body awareness. Whole system, every part in it, respiratory, lymphatic, circulatory, all of the systems, letting them come into harmony and balance, optimal health. Find that still center. Place before movement, before sound. Listening and watching and observing, sensing from that place. Letting the image of the bowl dissolve with gratitude. Let's take a deep breath in together and out. And just very gently coming back to movement. Ending the practice. Thank you.